For our third 6 o'clock game, we got Coastal Carolina, who went 6-7 last year, traveling to Virginia, who went 5-7. Virginia favored by 11.5 points on the ACC network. Ethan Vasco for the Chanticleers went 148-271, threw for 2,120 yards, 14 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Braden Bennett had 134 carries for 781 yards and 11 touchdowns. And Jamison Tucker had 34 catches for 579 yards and 6 touchdowns. Anthony Calandria for the Cavaliers went 198-320, threw for 2,125 yards, 13 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Kobe Pace had 114 carries for 499 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Malachi Fields had 55 catches for 808 yards and 5 touchdowns. Virginia is 1-0 against Coastal Carolina all time. They played last year. And Virginia won 43-24, and that was at Coastal Carolina. So this one's going to be at Virginia. I think this game has the possibility of being one of the more entertaining ones in the 6 o'clock window. The 6 o'clock window is a weird one, right? Because it's going to be starting around on all the 3:30 games are finishing. And there's a chance that the 3:30 game window is not very good, right? There's a serious chance that all those games are blowouts by the time that it hits the 6 o'clock window. In the 4 o'clock window and the 4:15, 4:30, it is not the most compelling section of games. So 6 o'clock could be kind of when people are starting to want to watch some other football, especially considering the 3:30 games and the 4 o'clock games are going to be ending around when this game hits the end of the first or halfway through the second, right? And the 7:30 games probably haven't started yet, and that's when actually compelling football games are starting to happen. There's a lot of 7 o'clock games, and maybe some of them are compelling, but a lot of them aren't. So I think if you're wanting to watch a close game, this one probably isn't the worst idea in the world to turn on. Coastal Carolina has not been at what it's been since it was under Chadwell. Chadwell was such a great pillar for that program that now that he's gone, I think they really do miss him. You can see it. Virginia's in a year where they need to go to a bowl game because a schedule could not have been laid out more perfectly for you to go bowling. Virginia, by the way, does not play a preseason top 25 team on its resume. They are the only Power 4 team not to draw one of those, by the way. It is the easiest schedule in all of Power 4. And if you were ever going to go bowling, the red carpet has been laid out in front of you. And the head coach of Virginia needs to go bowling. It's been 2 years. You need to go bowling in your third, or you are going to be fired. And I think, honestly, he's going to be fired. I don't know if Virginia's going to be able to make it to a bowl, because I think Virginia might be one of the worst teams in the ACC. Obviously not the worst. That is going to be Stanford by a mile. But Virginia's going to be there. I think they're going to be hanging out down at the bottom of the ACC. And I think that's going to be a big reason why the guy's fired at the end of the year. That being said, Coastal Carolina is not a good football team right now. It has gotten worse since Chadwell has left. Right now they're hovering around mediocrity in the Sun Belt. Mediocrity in the Sun Belt, even though they're playing a bad Power 4 team, is not going to make me think that you can magically beat Virginia, right? You are a mediocre team in the Sun Belt. I'm not being oh, you're probably going to get Virginia, especially not last year, right? Last year, Virginia was a bad team. They might have gotten better this year. Oh, by the way, Tucker's the only player that returns for either of these teams, right? Jamison Tucker for Coastal Carolina, their leading receiver, is the only player that returns for either of these two football teams. I think Virginia is still a significantly better football team in this matchup. I like the Cavaliers to win. I like the Cavaliers to cover at home.